What's popping? Today, I'm going to keep it short, right? We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We got the bartender behind cameras.
Yo.
Always.
We got Chris. And we got Jaime, right? And we got a special guest in the building. My boy, Fausto. Being rich, right?
Be rich.
Be rich. That's the clothing brand name. I try to remember.
Say it in the French term. Come on.
Vivish.
Vivish. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
We got my boy here in the building. Thank you for coming to the podcast, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for again for coming to the podcast. I was checking out your clothing brand, and it's OD fire. I just want to let you know right away, bro. It's OD fire. I was watching your interviews, and I was like, yo. I told my man I'm gonna hit him up. So you better put up the work for me. He was like, I got you.
Yo, any inspiration from like what inspired you to start doing the clothing brand? Like, were you always into fashion? Was you always that fly guy? I know when I was young, I was terrible at. I still am terrible at getting dressed. So like, what inspired you to start doing all this stuff?
My block in the Bronx, we was from Freeman and West Farms.
Okay.
My block's always been fresh. Like, we always love fashion. We was since kids. Like, that's what we did. So we used to go to other people's blocks in the Bronx, bag they bitches. Wait, chill. No cursing, right? No cursing?
You go.
What you gotta do?
Bag they joints. Like, we was known for them fly dudes. Like, them Freemans, we used to call ourselves PBS, Pretty Boy Squad.
Pretty Boy Squad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So we'll go to parties, house parties, because back then, I'm old. So back then, we used to do house parties. You know, it was like, we used to scream, PBS, like what? PBS, like what?
Tell me that's not the most light-skinned shit you ever heard in your life.
Holy shit.
Pretty Boy Squad.
Pretty Boy Squad, signed from the Bronx. And so we was always fresh. We was always that. We had all the Vansons, we had all the NBA leathers, we had all the jerseys. If something switched and everybody was doing button downs, we had all the button downs. Like, damn. Yeah, we was it.
So it's safe to say y'all was like the trendsetters of the Bronx.
Oh, you know take that. No, you gotta take that.
So I want to say hell yeah.
Gotta keep it humble.
But everybody Harlem was doing their thing.
Yeah.
Brooklyn had their wave. Queens was like more polo and kind of classier, a little classier.
Staten Island.
And all the Bronx had was Rats and PBS.
Yeah, Rats and PBS.
And a whole bunch of because people hated the Bronx.
Yeah.
Especially the
They
South
still
Bronx.
a little bit do.
They do.
They do a little.
Like, we a little hated on.
Yeah.
No, wait. I'm from DR though. Like I didn't experience that hate in the Bronx, but they really hate the Bronx back in the days.
Yes.
It was Staten Island that didn't exist.
They still don't exist. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah. But the Bronx was always like the worst out of all of them. Like out of all the boroughs, I feel like the Bronx always was like, the Bronx.
Yeah, I said it here in the pod when I was going to college. I went to college in Brooklyn, and every time, like, I would meet somebody new because you go to college to meet people. You don't really go for like the education, because
nobody goes to
for real. So whenever you meet somebody new, every time they will ask me, "Oh, where you from? Where you from?" I'm from the Bronx. You from the what? How are you alive? Like
you're supposed to die just walking in.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, the
They still think it's like that.
Yeah,
They still think it's like that. But
the Bronx was crazy.
how everything started, like, the real question is how everything started. Why do you decide to
pursue that? Yeah.
Dope question. So like I said, to answer your question, we was always into fashion. My block.
Yeah.
One day, my boy comes in a Beamer. Mind you, this guy's never had a car before, nothing. He pulls up in a Beamer. We all chilling. He's like, yo, my uncle got a mansion in New Rochelle. Come through. He got a range. He got a Porsche. He got the Beamer. He's like,
Get out of here.
He's like, come. I'm like, we looked at each other. There's like 7 of us. We all look at each other. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go.
Let's go with him.
We all jumped in this Beamer. It was like a 6, it was like a 5 series or 3 series.
Yeah.
We jumped in, boom, boom, boom. We pull up to this mansion. I'm like, oh, there's really a mansion. Okay. Boom, we go in, attic, pool table, or everything.
So my man wasn't lying. My man was like,
he
really was saying the truth.
It was lit. Then we get there, and he's like, here, you take the Porsche, you take the Range, and I'm gonna take the Beamer. Let's go to Dykeman. So now we in Dykeman, bagging joints. Yo, that's the crib.
La Marina was lit still? Or?
Damn, I'm bad with years. Horrible years. I'm gonna tell you what's happening, but
you remember the specific year?
Yeah, but Dykeman was lit.
Diamond was lit.
So
Go
we
ahead.
driving in these exotics, boom, boom. We bagging joints, boom, taking them back to the crib. Next day, dropping them off, bringing a new group the next day. We was going crazy. It was crazy time.
That sounds like a fun time.
It sounds like a fun time.
I'm about to start a
Beautiful
clothing brand.
time. It was a beautiful time.
I'm about to start a clothing
You
brand.
should have been from Freeman. That's what you should have been.
Should've
You should have been from Freeman.
Trust me, legendary.
Yeah.
But anyway, quick. So then one day I'm in the attic and he has the owner has news clippings and stuff of him. And then I'm like, yo, who is this dude? So I start reading, and it ends up being that he's Tony Shellman. Tony Shellman was the owner of Inichi and Mecca.
Inichi, okay.
I don't know if you're familiar.
Nah, I'm not familiar.
Yes, I am.
Mecca, yeah.
So Inichi and Mecca, I'm like, Bruce, this is your uncle? Like, come on, stop playing
Put
with
me
me.
on right away.
Like, you, what? That's your, he's like, yeah, that's my uncle. I'm like, bro, how is this your uncle? Like, so I always knew that I wanted to be something in life, but back then it was like gang fly, fucking bitches selling drugs. That was all kind of I was into. And finding new hustles. I'm selling nutcrackers 1 week, then I'm whatever. So
Yeah, hustling.
we just getting it. So I'm like, I want to meet this dude, right? I want to meet this dude, da-da-da. So he's like, my uncle's not going to meet you. Like, you're nobody. You're literally a kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You don't know me. So at the time, I had a little job at Argent Mortgage. It was like a mortgage bank. So I knew the girl there that designed. I can't draw your stick figure. I can't draw your stick figure, but I knew I wanted a clothing line.
But you have the idea, though.
Yeah,
You have the
I
idea.
got fresh. So I'm like, I could do this. So I called her the next day, that Monday I went to work. I'm like, yo, I want to start a clothing line. You're going to design it for me. I'm going to tell you what to design. I just want to meet this guy because I wanted to present something. I wanted to have an excuse.
So have it, yeah.
So what you did like a sample, or you had like drawing, like a drawing book, or like?
So again, I don't design. So she was like, yeah, okay, I'll help you.
Okay.
So the next day I'm like, yo, let's pick a name, let's do this, da da da. At that time, I already had owned a clothing store, and then I sold my part, and then I opened up like I call it an African spot inside a barbershop. So with Wadi's World, which was like he used to cut Nas's hair and all these famous people. So I rented his whole front, and I used to sell like airbrush and mixtapes and an African spot.
Yeah.
White
Well, everything
tees,
outside,
whatever.
yeah.
Anything I could sell, I do airbrush. The
Everything,
jerseys
yeah.
popping. We'll make the 4 Air Force Ones match it, all that. So I went from that to the bank. So let's meet up with Abiel, which was my partner they used to do the airbrush.
The airbrush, yeah.
And he could design too. He's really artistic. So us three got together. We put it all together. We came up with the name, which was La Vie.
La Vie.
La
Okay.
Vie was the first brand, which means the life in French.
Okay.
Which we rich is the second part. We live the life, now we rich life.
Oh.
girl. Ooh,
Second
that?
part,
I like that.
The transition.
Second part.
Second part 2, exactly. So we did that La Vie and nothing. And then he put me on to Danny. Then we brought in somebody else. And me, I didn't know nothing. So I'm like, oh, you know how to do marketing? Come, I'm going to give you a piece of this company. Oh, you know how to design? Come. Oh, you know how to do sales? Come. And that's how I started because I didn't know. We was winging it for real. Back then we didn't have Google. We had MySpace.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So everything was hard. Like now you could Google you could TikTok how to start.
How to start a brand, yeah.
I didn't even buy the t-shirts. Like you ordered 35 of them.
So yeah, we was kind of doing everything. So that's kind of the story of how the initial of why we did. It was like I met this guy and I wanted to meet him. So me trying to meet him, I started a whole brand.
A whole
But
brand.
did he ever
That is
give you
crazy.
the time of day to like meet with you? Did he see the portfolio? Or?
Yo, it's crazy story. So now our whole life, like you see how y'all guys started.
Yeah.
I rented an apartment in my partner's house. She had an extra room. So we turned one room into an office, and we had everything, printers, computers, everything. We're gonna design, we're gonna figure it out. So every day after work or whatever we was doing, we would come there like around 7, and we would stay there till 2 in the morning. We did that for a whole year, trying to build a brand. Every day, every single day, we would go there trying to start a brand, like just figuring it out.
The grind.
The grind, for real. And then one day, finally, we was ready to present. Like,
Okay.
we want to present. So hit up Bruce. Bruce is going through a depression. We can't find him.
The plug.
Damn.
So you
Doug
got-
is gone.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, it's always with a girl, bro.
Yo.
Was it over a girl?
It was
It
that
wasn't
little girl.
Joe. I'm
You don't have to get into it. You don't have to get into it. You don't have to get
I'm not
into
gonna put his
it.
business out there.
Yeah.
He was going through it.
Yeah.
Financially, the other things, whatever. I don't know exactly, but he was going through it, right? So the plug, can't find him. We lasted a whole year building this brand. We're finally ready to meet Tony Shellman, and we're depressed because we can't find them. And this is how life works. I tell Angie, which was my partner.
Yeah.
Shout out to Angie. I'm like, yo, Angie, call Bruce. Make believe you his girl. Make believe you a girl calling him.
So you used her.
Damn.
That's my partner.
Oh yeah.
It's
a teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
We pimped her. We pimped her.
It's for the best for the company.
Yeah.
Better for the company.
We pimped her. We pimped her. Nah, we joke. I ain't never pimped. That was my partner.
That was your partner.
That was my partner. She was my first partner in that company.
Okay.
Bio was my first partner ever. So she randomly called, said a random name, and coincidentally, that was his ex-girlfriend's name. I'm telling you the most crazy shit.
So
God gave you that, bro. Like,
100%.
Holy.
Hold on. So she called, gave her random name.
She was like,
and got
LaQuisha.
connected.
I don't know. I don't remember the name.
Whatever name it was.
And got connected because she hit exactly on the
The
name.
name of his ex-girlfriend. So,
Wow.
because every time we would call, like me, yo, is Bruce there? Nah, he's not here. He's not here. Anybody call, he's not there. So, we were so depressed. I was like, yo, if we don't pick up, if we don't figure this out, like, I don't even want to do this no more. Like, fuck all this shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like
What's the point, right?
a whole year.
A whole year of grinding. So she's like, yo, I'm just gonna call one last time. We literally walking down the door, all of us, like my whole team, and she's like, let me just call one last time. And she said,
The name.
Lakeisha, fucking Zara, I don't know what name.
Whatever the name was.
And he was like, oh yeah, hold on. Whoever was like, oh yeah, hold on. Oh, how you doing? Da, 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 da. So when he gets on the phone, I'm like, keep him on the phone. keep talking to him. Keep him on the phone. So me and my team got together and we drove to his house while she was on the phone with him. She was on the phone, making sure that he don't leave, that he's not here. We knocked in his door and it's like, oh, Bruce is not. We know he's there. So he came out. Yo, we cursed him out. What the fuck? You know he was doing this.
Pick up the phone like you the plug, Bruce.
What you doing?
Yeah, you the plug.
So now he's like, yo, my fault. I'm sorry. I've been going through stuff. But I'm going to take y'all to the office, to the Inichi office tomorrow morning. I'm going to take y'all.
So he took you to the balls, to the
person who wanted me. So we hype. We like,
Finally.
Like we made it to the finals. Like if you're the championship, you made it to the finals. Like, oh yeah, we excited. Yo, just to tell you, I didn't sleep that night.
I believe that, yeah.
I wouldn't. Who would sleep?
I ain't sleep that night. So my partner Danny went home. It was like 3 a.m. already. He goes to the office hours like 9 to 5, whatever. Yeah. We was gonna leave like around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, right? We was gonna meet. Danny went home, changed, came back. So now we like it's 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Like we're just looking out the window, make sure Bruce doesn't leave. That comes with an excuse. We nervous.
Of course, yeah, because I've been waiting for that.
The opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, so we woke up, we was already ready, like 7:30, we went to his house, he came out, felt relief, we went downtown, now we're in the office, we're in the Nietzsche's office, right? Crazy story. So we there, and Tony Shelman got a whole bunch of meetings that day.
He was busy.
He was busy, but he knew we was there, but he was busy. So he's there. He's kind of like, yeah, let me finish this. So now we're just walking around the office. We're meeting the designers. We're meeting the tech packers. We're meeting the marketing team. We're meeting the secretary. And the secretary's looking at our stuff. And she's like, yo, y'all shit is fire.
I imagine. You imagine them 3 sitting down there like
all day in the office.
They feeling like they about to hit a home run.
Oh, no, I thought I was going to buy a Ferrari. I said, once I see this, once I see this, they buy me a Ferrari. 100%.
Already buying mansions and stuff. Yeah.
Right? So
we made it.
Yeah. So the secretary's reading, like, seeing it. She was like, yo, this is fire. Let me get y'all somebody. So boom, she goes, come back. This white guy comes out. He's like, oh, wow, this is dope. He was like, we're talking to comes with a little question. He's like, when y'all want to meet? I'm like, I'm brushing him off. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, whatever.
You're just waiting to talk to the other one. Like, who are you? Like,
yeah, like, I'm like, whatever. He was like, he starts laughing, kind of gives me a smirk. He's like, all right, cool. Well, brushes it off. I brush him off. He brushed me off. Then we're still waiting. It's like 3 o'clock now. We've been there since 7, 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever, right? So we go back to the designer room, and the designers is like, yo, you know who needs to see this shit? Evan. I'm like, he seen it. Because that was his name, the white guy.
The white guy.
And he was like, Evan seen it? What he said? He's like, he wanted this. He was like, we want to meet. But, I brushed him off. We waiting for. That's the money. That's Evan's partner. That's the boss.
Oh, shit.
That's who you need to see. I was like, what? Me and Danny ran back upstairs. He was like, we sorry. We want to, sorry. So he saw us laughing. He was like, oh, they must have told you who I am.
That's
like,
fucking.
yo, I'm so sorry.
That's crazy though. Like you had to write it
you had-
there.
yeah.
He was with it, and then you was like, you probably.
But I get it though. He's been there for a
Hold on.
minute.
I want
Yeah,
to know.
you're
I
retired.
want to know what happens after. What
Yeah.
happens?
So he laughs, He's like, look, come back, gotcha, I buy an ace of spades. We go back to the
Yeah.
We like,
We
it's
lit.
over. My team is there. Yo, we lit. It's over. I told you.
We lit.
We excited. Boom. So we go. The whole team is there. You know, we looking fresh.
Fresh
the
haircut,
energy,
everything, yeah.
everything. We end up going. He starts talking to us. Yo, bro. He's like, so y'all know about tech packs? I'm like, tech what? Y'all know about this? Y'all know about that? Da-da-da. I'm like, no. He's like, oh my God, y'all don't know nothing.
So basically, like things in the clothing world.
The language, the
language, yeah,
the
yeah,
language,
yeah.
the language of,
Yeah.
do you know what's a tech pack? Do you
You
know
know
about
what's this,
manufacturing? Do you know about sampling? Like, we was like, no. So my Ferrari just got shut down. Pow! Boom. My shit crashed. So, but he gave us all the real insight. Like, he really then put us on. Like, you need a tech packer. Before a tech pack, you need this. That the tech pack describes your specs, your text, your what you want, the print, what kind of styles. You send that to China. They see gives you a sample.
A distributor,
You know,
manufacturer,
all
that.
these
You
things.
need
So
all
he's
that.
breaking all this down. I'm like, oh wow, this is nothing. I have done nothing for a year
Compared to what
to
you
compare what I really need to do.
Correct.
Or you only-
But that year prepared me for this meeting, right? So once he told me all of that, I pimped my Angie again. So he brung in a tech packer. Like, look, I'm gonna bring in this guy. He's a designer. Da-da-da. So I'm like, yo, Angie, get his number. Get his number back, bro. Get
I'm
his
gonna have
number.
to. I'm gonna have
Yo,
to.
Angie.
I'm gonna use,
Yo, you the
gonna
real
be, you gonna
plug.
be Angie.
Yo, Angie, you the real plug.
I'm like,
You
Angie,
gonna be
get him.
Angie now.
Angie's like, I heard you. Boom, gets his number, bags him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you got him? Cool, all right. So now I'm like, because I'm a businessman from baby. So I'm like, all right, yo, tell him once you little date, blah, 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 go on the date with him. Go on the little date, da-da-da. Once he feels a little bit of connection, tell him that I want to pay him to do my tech packs. So that's exactly how it went. If you're listening to me, I wasn't trying to use you. I was just strategically playing chess, man.
Angie a real one.
It's
She a
playing
real
chess.
one.
It's
She a
playing
real
chess.
one.
Playing
She
chess.
a
Not
real one.
checkers.
I'm talking about the guy.
Yeah, no way. Yeah.
Angie knows what it is. That was
Yeah.
my partner. So whatever, we did that, and nothing. It's exactly what happened. We brought him in. He started doing our tech packs. Now we know what's happening. Blah blah blah. So that's the initial. That's to answer your question of how.
I do have a question though.
So
Did you open a company LLC before meeting him, or after all
Probably
that?
after
that all that thing.
no, I don't remember. Again, I was a businessman back then. Always been, but like anything I
proper
didn't
structure
know,
of a business, yeah.
whatever I didn't know, I would have whoever knows. I would bring them in. Like,
Okay.
you know this. So Angie was the real plug. Like, she did all my back end shit. So, oh, we gotta create LLC. She did it. Oh, we gotta create the emails and the dinner. She did it. Like, she did all the back end work. Plus, she was a designer at the time, so she was like the backbone of the
Yo,
whole
Angie,
shit.
shout out to you.
That's one thing about people, right? People just see the initial or like the final product, but they don't see the team around and the behind the scenes.
Facts.
So the people like the Angies of the world,
Yeah.
the bartenders of the world,
Yeah.
they do everything behind scenes. So the team is very important apart from the talent, obviously, because he had the vision. He's the one who got people.
Everybody
to come
together.
around.
Yeah, you got everybody together.
So
Correct.
That's a talent.
apart,
No, that's a talent.
Apart from the I'm saying apart from the talent, you do need the team
100%.
around you to get successful or try to build a road for yourself to get to the place you want to get to.
So you said that you didn't. Let's not say time, but let's say okay, you opened the company, you're doing pretty good. You remember what was your first big like, yo, like I made it, like
Yeah, like
you know what
when
I'm
do
saying?
you know? This is making money.
Yo, this was a
Like,
good move. Yeah.
Like when do you?
For La Vie, for the first brand.
For the first
Yeah,
brand,
yeah.
of course, yeah.
So
If y'all ever became like really, you know,
So yes and no. So everything is like it's perspectives, right? So
Correct.
like, whatever. But one of the moments that I felt that it was like the initial start that I was like, oh, this is dope, is when Nas wore our brand. That was the first
Nas.
artist
Damn.
that wore our shit. I was like, yo, Nas is wearing our shit. Da-da-da-da. That was crazy. Came out in a couple of Japanese magazines.
Oh wow,
Our first, so I didn't want to do a t-shirt brand, right? Because everybody at the time, you
and
had
had
the
a t-shirt,
t-shirts,
yeah.
yeah.
so we released 50 polos. That was like our first thing. We released 50 male polos, and we did 5 colors, so 10, 10, 10, 10. and we sold that shit out in a week.
In a week.
Right, like friends, this, that, whatever,
For
MySpace.
everybody, yeah.
Everybody.
And the cool part about MySpace, it was like Instagram, right? Like people, I was so fly and all that, and people kind of knew I was kind of like popping. So people already thought I had a clothes. Like they didn't never see nothing. It was like, "God, I love your clothing line, yo." But I never put nothing out. It was just that I would promote the name so much and just kind of like put it in people's face so much that people just assume. Like even if they didn't see it, they just something he's wearing has to be his clothing line.
Yeah, I never seen that or whatever. Yeah.
But so the 50 polos sold out, and then I did 50 female polos, and that sold out in a day.
Oh wow.
So I was like, okay, we got it. You know, girls fucking with me.
Something is cooking. Yeah, you knew something was cooking.
Yeah, I had a lot of female followers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, pretty boy, you know, pretty boy gang.
Pretty boy squad.
So, but nah. So that was like. Then I was like, all right, we have something.
Oh, yeah.
We have something. So that was that. And then after that's a long story because after that, you know, a lot of ups and downs.
Business, of course, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs, and then finally we took some money, and we went to our first trade show in Vegas.
Yeah.
It was a trade show.
Yeah.
So we went our first. Trade
It's a showcase.
It's like a showcase.
Yeah.
It's like you show your brands, and all these stores come in. So we did our first trade show. It was fire. We sold mad goods, mad orders, and our factory was in Pakistan, and the guy flew in our samples,
wow.
Everything.
all that, because you know it was a tight schedule. We sold. He's like, yo, you want this stuff? So it was in August. Our first delivery was gonna be November, right before Christmas, right before holidays. So he was like, if you want this production done, you have to give me the samples right away. I mean, you have to do corrections on these samples right away. Yo, one of my partners, Danny, didn't get to it till January.
Oh.
So we missed the November delivery, and all the orders canceled.
Right
So
before
So everybody that put in orders for November
Cancel.
They canceled because
Yeah,
we didn't deliver. And nobody, and obviously I didn't know nothing. Nobody takes winter stuff in January
100%. Yeah.
because it's like I'm trying to get rid of the shit that I have.
Yeah,
I want the spring
summer
stuff.
coming. Yeah.
So now me and my other partner BL, every Sunday we both got jobs, got all these inventory of all these goods, $200,000 worth of goods, right? And we would pick up our stuff, and every Sunday we would just go see stores. Like literally grind. Like wake up in the morning, eat breakfast together because that's the only day we both had off, and we would go see stores. And we would sell, and we would, you know,
the old fashioned way, knock on, like basically
knocking on people's doors.
Knock on doors.
yo, take this. We would take assignment. We would take, take it on 30-day net, 60-day net. Just take it, just sell it, and pay us later. Just trying to get rid of inventory.
Also, you were selling like wholesale, like you were selling like a big package to all the stores, and so they can sell.
That's the only way. That's been my business since the beginning. It's
Wholesales?
Wholesale. I never did retail.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, when I owned the store, I did retail, but when it was my own brand, I'm doing wholesale.
What was the purpose? Why? Like what?
Wholesale. Technically, you become rich fast, right? Like, think about
They buy a lot-
You bring
they buy
in
a lot.
10,000 units, 100,000. You flip that, you make 300, 200, whatever.
Yeah, you're right. 100%.
just-
But I'm saying like the connection to get a wholesale is more difficult than retail,
Oh,
right?
I told you we spent the whole year.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just said you the whole story.
We did it the hard way, for real. The hard way, the real way. Like,
What
hard
has
way.
been the hardest clothing or project that you've been like, damn, this is really hard. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Like for example, like your sweaters can be your sweatpants, can be some shoes that you came out.
You mean like an individual?
like
thing?
individual specific product? You're like, damn, this is gonna be hard to make because of the factory.
The leather. I did a 100% genuine lambskin leather, a few pieces, and it came out fire, but it was so expensive.
to make
to
and to
make,
flip it wasn't
yeah.
a profitable probably.
It's not that I wasn't gonna make profit. I would have to price it accordingly, right?
Totally, yeah.
But it was sensitive. It was like it's a big investment.
It's a premium product. Then probably the retail people that are gonna buy it not that often.
No, so our first brand wasn't that premium.
Okay.
It was like streetwear, middle, it's like an Ichi, like that. Kind
Yeah.
of price. V Rich was a little bit more elevated, more premium and all that. But a leather, just to produce could be $170. Just to produce one. So imagine you have to do 200.
That's why
300.
that's why those jackets cost money. Real
Yeah,
leather
for
shit.
sure.
That's why I don't buy leather. Because I'm broke as hell.
What's your favorite part of being a designer?
So I'm not a designer.
Okay.
I'm a creative director.
Oh, you're a creative director.
So I told you I can't draw your stick figure. But me and my partner, we already in sync, right? Abiel,
Yeah.
still my partner to this day. We're like 19 years. I don't know how many years together
Wow.
already. we already like you said, like when you start building with somebody, kind of start shit. He knows what gets you tight.
Everything.
So me and him, we in sync already, right? So we kind of know we're very different humans,
Yeah.
but our fashion taste is in sync as far as what we put out to the world.
Okay.
So creatively, I'll tell him like, yo, let's do a moto set, for example, like motorcycle inspired or BX, and he'll be like, "Ooh, I was thinking kind of similar." So he'll put something. I'll send him maybe an inspiration. He'll put something together, send it back. I'm like, "Ooh, let's change it. These colors. Let's do this," and we creatively push it to the where we need it to be together, where we're both happy. So that's how we work. I creatively give him the vision, even though he has his own. But usually, like I said, we in sync.
And he's so good that he is big into life.
Yo,
I just tell him whatever, and he just, I got you.
yo, one clothing brand that you would love to collab with, that could possibly be in the future with you, or a dream that you would say,
We've never
or a designer or somebody in particular that you're like, yo, I would definitely collab, like just throwing a name like Pharrell or something.
So that's a good question. I never thought about
Collaborations.
because
Because now you see like Nike, Supreme,
everything. everybody.
Yeah. Off
Louis
white.
V.
First of all,
Supreme,
all the
that
high
stuff.
end
Yeah, yeah.
realize that we're the tastemakers. So that's why you got the Virgils of the world and the Supreme LV and all these things. Like they realized, oh shit, the Moreno, the Spanish, the urban is what really rocks. Like, so that's why all these things is born. All these off white and
Keith, whatever the case may be.
right, correct.
Yeah.
So, I would love to do a collab with anybody, technically, even the underdog.
Gotcha.
I just never thought about it because it was never been presented to me. Like it's never been something that I'm like, oh, I want to do a collabo. Let's talk.
Gotcha.
It's just never happened for me. But as far as doing a collabo,
So you're open to do a collab with
anybody,
someone?
even upcoming.
What's gonna
Gotcha.
be like your next thing? What is it that you're planning?
Your next
to do?
project that you
your
feel
next
like, this is
project.
going to be
As far as business or
Like
business.
Anything.
business,
anything.
anything.
anything. So we talking about a little podcast that I'm doing. It's called Haciendo Coro.
Haciendo Coro, you heard?
We'll put it
put it
down
there,
here.
yeah.
We'll put it down here.
Yeah, Haciendo Coro. And I'm doing that with my favorite tattoo artist, which is Pedro P. He has a shop in 181st. So we're doing like the whole LeBron. It's almost like talking. It's like a vibe, like this, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna bring artists and entrepreneurs and just kind of and that I'm doing it kind of just like for fun, but to stay relevant and just kind of just do things to just
Try new things.
Yeah, just try.
just jump into the space. Yeah.
So you know what? It's just trying cool things. You got it in the money. I want to try cool things. Like I want like my life goal. I think where I'm at in life is I want to get to a place where I'm just doing cool projects.
Yeah.
Oh, let's build a building. Let's do it. Oh, let's like.
And whatever, yeah.
I'm not like that's the type of things I want to do.
So, since you're in the clothing brand world, right? Who's the flyest person? Besides yourself, probably, right?
Flyest person on earth?
Who's the flyest
Like
rapper?
an artist, like that you
Famous celebrity.
Like you look at them and be like, damn, he
That's
fly.
fly, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do it like this. Like for example, hip hop. In hip hop, I think Fab is one of the flies.
Fab?
Yeah.
Yeah, but because he gives me nostalgia vibes and then he keeps it fresh. Like he keeps it very up to date, but he gives me that vibe that from back in the days.
Oh,
You know-
okay, yeah.
Like
I know
that
what you mean,
What I like about Fab is that every time he dressed up, he's old. Like he's in his 40s, right? So you know he got to compete with Little Baby and them, and you know getting
The youngins, yeah.
the youngest. But he gets fly in a way that sometimes we be walking in the street, we will see an old guy dressed up, and we like, damn, he's trying to look young. But Fab doesn't give.
It doesn't
me that
come off
vibe.
like that. It doesn't
come off like that.
But if you like me, like I'm not 40, but but if I that's the vibe. Like I love that about him, that he doesn't look like he's trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look like he's
natural.
trying. He's keeping up. It's natural, but it also gives me old school vibes. Like it's a mix, and I feel like I'm like that. So I guess that's why I relate.
Who you don't like
Damn, I was about to go there right now.
like their outfits,
Oh,
their
she's trying
fashion.
to
Who
be
you don't-
toxic. She's trying to get you
love
toxic.
that.
No, we gotta do a little bit.
Oh, wait,
too.
okay,
Like,
wait.
let's talk
Let me help
our
out.
shit.
Little
Yeah.
Yachty.
I hate Little Yachty.
I knew it. I knew it. That's
You know who I hate? Drake too.
Drake?
He like
You
his
know
style.
what?
He rich.
You know
I have
what?
never seen Drake like.
We're talking
that
about like
outfit,
fashion.
That
Like,
outfit was crazy. I have never felt like that about Drake.
Okay.
Yeah, like every time I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo.
What you think
And
about
they're gonna be like, that's
Drake?
fly.
Drake.
So it's just
I
Little
like-
Yachty for you?
No, there's a few.
He doesn't want to name. He
But
don't
it's
want to
just, you know
name.
what? It's like I appreciate their style. So
Okay.
let me clear that up. I appreciate what they do in their world. Like Lil Yachty, when I see him, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's not my taste, and I don't like it,
Yeah.
but I appreciate what he's doing. Same thing with Drake. Like Drake just went super 80s, 90s.
Yeah,
vibe.
baggy,
Yep.
baggy.
Like he's super baggy.
With the big jerseys and
I
stuff.
appreciate. I dress like. If I show you pictures right now, bro, I used to wear size 40 jeans. Like
Yo,
What about-
why we used to do that when we was younger? Why?
That was
It
a
was
trend.
the-
That was a
You
trend.
used to wear color skinny jeans?
color.
Yeah, like the
Nah,
red
he was
skinny
born. He
jeans.
was born. He wasn't.
Yo, you know what's
turquoise.
crazy? I done that.
Oh, it's
Wait,
right
wait,
here.
no,
You're
wait,
right
you done
here.
that? You were part of that? Purple
Yeah, that
jeans
was-
with
well, that was a
los
trend.
zapaticos así.
No.
No,
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 no.
it
Like,
wasn't
cuando
that. It was
bachata.
when
Be
it was for
honest.
sneakers.
Never like that. Never like that.
No. Like I did. Like if I did red jeans or purple jeans or things like that, it would still look like urban. I would
Yeah,
never
yeah.
do like
Yeah.
zapatico.
But
You
when I
never
did-
done that.
When I did, it was
no,
fire.
there was a moment when I was
Yeah.
repping heavy duty.
Okay.
That's a whole other time in my life. Heavy duty was. Shout out to heavy duty. Now we freaky.
Yeah.
Oh, let me explain. It's not freaky
Yeah.
like you freaky.
Yeah, I was thinking
Freaky
about
like no, freaky like freaky Zeke.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay,
we
okay,
see,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Got you,
Dipset,
got
yeah.
you. Yo, when growing up, obviously grew up Latino. Did you get the support? Because you know, when parents, like at least for me, like Dominican household, you present them something like
Project.
this,
Your
like
idea.
this.
Your
That's
An
idea.
cool.
idea. Like, Ma, I wanna be a gamer, stream and stuff. They always shut you down. You tiene que estudiar. You gotta go to school. You gotta go to school. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Did you get the support from your,
Or your
parents or your family?
Guardians, whatever, yeah.
Not your friends, like the people in your household. Like, did you get the support from them? Like starting, 'cause I know you said you was a hustler before. Like, I know you was getting it on your own. But did you ever get that support, like from your family, your household?
My father died when I was 8.
Yeah,
sorry to
yeah,
hear that.
Yeah, I saw that in an interview. Yeah.
He died when I was 8. So, but he was always like, all the stories I ever heard of him was like, your father was the man. He was fly. His first car was a Benz in New York.
Oh shit.
He came from DR speaking English. He already had opened up to mechanics, like auto body shops. So we was fake lit.
Yeah.
We was at least getting lit as far as a family household. So when he died, that shit just kind of
Went downhill basically.
we have to figure it out. Like, and shout out to all my uncles and helped me and Coates and this, and they all did their part. But you know, at the end of the day, it's me and my mom. She's on welfare. We in the Bronx.
The support.
Yeah.
So you know,
At the beginning.
yeah, it was crazy. So
I wasn't talking about like more like financial, like talking about like
I was getting
right,
there.
right.
So my mom wasn't really involved with anything I did. So I didn't never brung it to her like, Mom, this is what I'm gonna do. It was almost like I just did shit.
Okay.
Since young. So I never presented her till it was already done. You know what I mean?
Oh, the thing was already like
Yeah, like-
well through.
So that whole year that I was doing La Vie, that I was like locking in, I didn't speak to nobody. Like I didn't see nobody.
It was focused.
I was working and then going to stay in an apartment or office for 2 till 2 in the morning, to go to sleep, take a nap, to go to work. So I wasn't like my friends, PBS and all these guys, I wasn't seeing them like that. So if you wasn't the immediate people that I was,
You will know.
they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So when they with you, I'm like, yo, I'm just focused.
Yeah.
So when I came, it was like, you got a clothing line. It was like a surprise.
like oh, that's what
shit.
you've been doing.
That's what I've been doing. And I opened the floodgates for my block. Like once I did it, I was the youngest on my crew, but once I did it, my block was like, we could all get out of here. Like
Facts.
you doing this? Like I opened their eyes. Like it's just not the block. Like, oh shit. So I opened up this vision. So all my brother's my little brother's friends, they all looked up to me. I was their big bro. They went to school for fashion. So my block birthed fashion designers in the game today. They do things for a lot of people that
They work for different companies. They have their own things.
They
Yeah.
do their own thing.
Estamos ready,
So
yeah.
that entrepreneurship started with me. And it took that year, and then they saw what I did. When I came back, it was like, oh, that's Fausto La Vie. Like, and they would just like be around me and learn and this and that. And
Man,
Y'all should have been called the trendsetters, honestly, bro.
But you know what's
like,
funny?
Everything you're saying, like
He's saying that, it reminds me, like back home in DR, because if in the block the guy becomes a baseball player, Everybody want to become.
Everybody want to like
Everybody-
work
If a
everybody-
hard.
guy comes in and want to be a basketball player, everybody start playing
It
basketball.
always takes a leader. Like if somebody talking.
It takes someone to open the door, and then everybody see it and like, oh, let's do it.
Oh, like,
Because
yo,
it's
he came
possible.
from Freeman. Like, let's go check out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when we say streetwear, really streetwear. Like La Vie
Yeah.
is streetwear. Like, so all these brands from all Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan started popping up, and it's like we started that, and I've had people credit it. I don't feel like we get the credit we deserve. Like I met Kid Cudi.
Oh, you did?
I met Kid Cudi when he used to work in Bait
Oh shit.
as
Oh,
the
yeah.
owner of La Vie.
I remember
Like,
that, I remember that.
Oh, like and Hood by Air. You remember Hood by Air?
Nah.
No, None of you?
Vaguely.
Hood by Air was like Pyrex and Off-White before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
Oh,
Hood by
yeah,
Air
yeah.
was like Hood by Air,
Okay,
like
okay,
ASAP
okay,
Rocky.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Blew him up
Okay.
supposedly, and then they caught beef. So me and Hood by Air, we used to style rappers. We go to videos and style them. It's La Vie and Hood by Air. So this is the start. This is the initial. Like Hood by Air is the beginning of the Pyrex,
Correct.
and the Virgils and the Off-White. So La Vie was the beginning of that streetwear movement.
Yeah.
Oh, people getting inspired.
People getting inspired, seeing that we could do it. So
I
yeah,
want
all
to sell this right now.
resellers.
Yeah. So they buy all the clothes, they
Nah, I
sell it, and the kid from the block cannot buy those no more.
You know
At
what?
At the extremely retail oversell price.
It's business, man. I'm a
Yeah, it's
hustler.
money.
So
Yeah.
wait, so
Really?
so you don't care about if people just buy all your clothes and not wearing it? So like,
That's a good
it
question.
could just take me and Marcus to buy all your clothes. I get all your inventory, and then let's say you sell
It
your.
cost you a couple million.
No,
of course, yeah.
No, of course, it's gonna be an investment. Let's say you sell a shirt for $100, and I'll buy it, and then I'm selling it for $300. So, what's more important to you, just getting the stuff off the shelf, or when you go outside? Oh, he's wearing La Vie. She's wearing La Vie. Oh, he's wearing it. Like
Oh, V
more-
rich.
What's more?
Oh, you said it
V
right.
Ah, you say it right.
It's okay,
I've been
like-
holding it.
Yo, he been
I've
thinking
been
about it.
holding
He been
it.
thinking about
Sorry,
it.
I've
What's
been
more
holding
important to you, just getting it off the shelf, or like actually having people? Damn, look,
Damn, it's
they're
fire.
wearing my shit.
I think it's mixed up, but I give your answer.
All right, so if it was back in the days, it would have been like, I want people to wear it.
Okay,
Today, I'm just trying to get this money.
got you.
Okay, but I don't want to make it sound like
Like money's
like
everything.
money. It's
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
money thing. The reason I say that is because if there's a business, if there's a demand for it, and you can buy it and resell it and whatever it is, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
There's a demand,
Yeah.
and it became, and people want it more when they can't have it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
true.
what I'm saying? So back in the ya yo estoy curado. Cuando yo veo la gente wearing Be Rich or back in the days La Vie, you know, it was exciting. It was like, oh
Yeah, yeah.
shit, da-da-da. But you know, I sell $2-3 million worth of goods a year, $3-4 million worth a year. I'm gonna see it.
You see it very often.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be often you see it because it's shaking. It's in different places. I sell to 300 stores on and off every month on the world. I got Simons. Simons is the Barneys of Canada.
Well, what is your main income? Online selling or
No, wholesale.
wholesale? Online, but online though. They call into your.
No. We do the grind. Like we go to stores, we do shows.
Drop it
Okay,
off,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Come, y'all give me orders. When it's ready, we ship you, and you have your order.
You
That's
not
the
never
wholesale
thought
business.
about like having an online presence, like in
We
terms
have
of-
an online store.
Oh, you guys do have.
online store. does
straight to
well.
consumer.
It does
Got
very
you,
well.
got you, got you.
What's the
I'm gonna
most?
buy- I'm gonna be fly. Give me like 3.
Nah, yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, you're gonna buy everything. Yeah.
Fly
Yo,
shit.
You're gonna buy everything now.
I give y'all my discount.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yo,
What's the-
because my current flows now, bro. Look at this thing, man.
Yo,
I got
everybody
Nike
chill.
socks with Reeboks on.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like everybody has their own
Yeah, it's true though.
vibe, right? So it's like it has to match a vibe.
So it's okay to wear Adidas with Nike?
I used
Come on,
to.
bro.
It's
That's not-
spicy. You kind of disrespecting the vibe.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
listen,
saying.
I rock 2 different color socks all the time. Like, give me
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, pero no le enseña.
Luckily today I'm matching.
What's the most challenging part of having a clothing brand?
Today or back then?
Today.
Today is yeah.
Today, staying relevant.
The
There's so many.
competition.
Anybody can start a brand.
Yeah.
So anybody could go viral. Anybody could start a brand. Staying relevant. Like I come from the era of hard work. Back. Like nobody sees it. I'm in the back. Now it's like if I'm not in camera, if I'm not going TikTok, if I'm not being
Facts.
viral, it's like, oh, you're not popping.
Yeah.
And if you're not popping, people
That's
usually don't like it.
that's a bad misconception too, because you could, like you say, you're doing what it sounds like. You're doing very well in your clothing brand, and even if you're not popping in TikTok, that doesn't mean you're not doing good. So that's a
Right.
bad misconception that
that's true.
but if
But
you're
the
not in
compa-
TikTok or if this person doesn't have your clothing line on, it's not good. Or
But
or it's not popping.
But the thing with this kids right now, like if they don't see it, like he was saying on the phone, they nobody's using it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I believe he does have a point. Like, if you don't, like that's what the podcast. You wear your clothes on, and
Correct.
people are gonna see it, be like, "Oh, it looks fire."
What does he have on? That looks fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct. So
Yeah.
this is my new brand. This is a new brand called My Favorite.
Yo me
It's
quedé
called-
callado. Estaba loquito para comprarlo. Like what was it called? My
It's called
favorite.
My Favorite. So people would always ask me, I want to do merch, I want to do this, I want to do that, like help me, this, that, got hoodies. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna create a brand that's gonna help all these people that want to start brands, right? Because if y'all guys wanted to start a brand right now, you will have, and you want to do it right, you have to go find a manufacturer.
Find the
There's
t-shirt.
minimums. If you want a special cut, if you don't want the regular basic,
Yeah.
right? If you don't want to look basic,
Correct.
Yeah.
if you want it to look like Fear of God and and you want these designs, these cuts. So I created a brand, My Favorite Blank, where you can buy my hoodies and they're gonna look and feel like modern, up to date for the kids, right? It's gonna look like Fear of God. It's gonna look like Represent.
Yeah.
These popping Instagram
Yeah.
brands, right? And then, but it's blank. So now you could put whatever
Whatever
you
you
want. on
want.
it.
You want on it, yeah.
My
And
favorite plan.
you don't have to buy 300 minimum. You could buy 6.
Buy 5, you could buy 10.
Nah, 6 is the lowest.
we try.
It has to be 6 and up. Hey, yo, 6 and up.
6 and up though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 and up.
That's
for
good, that's good.
modern cut styles, blank. You
Yeah.
could put your, build your own brand off of it. And then when you get to the point that you see that you're selling 300, 200, 100, and I want to go to my, go to a factory and do from scratch, do that. But I want to jumpstart help you get there.
That's actually pretty fun. That's actually a really good idea. Who got you got the idea always, or it was more like
It was because people always ask me. I'm like, yo, Fausto, I want to do a clothing line, right? Because they know. So I'm like, can you hold producing 300 hoodies,
Yeah.
300 t-shirts, 300 pants, and then there's a minimum of styles. Because factories in China and all these places, they're like, ellos no te van a hacer algo pequeño because
Nah.
it's not
No.
convenient for them.
Yeah.
Alibaba, you heard?
Alibaba.
Oh, trying to get hats from ya.
So I'm like, you know what? I'll take the risk. I'll buy the 300-400 units. I'll put it in my warehouse, and I'll sell you 6, 12, 24, 30.
As it goes on.
As it goes on, and blah, 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 and help all these people. And I'll take the risk.
yeah, because it's a risk if you buy 300.
So
yeah.
you're like the Amazon of clothing.
I want to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's smart, yo.
That's a
That's a
good
pretty good
idea.
idea.
I just want to help out in that sense.
That's what's up.
Favorite designer brand besides
Your own
V
clothing.
Rich.
Favorite designer brand.
Besides V Rich.
Or beside your clothing, because he has
Yeah,
the
that's
multiple.
yeah.
He has multiple.
No, I love fashion. So I don't even. Right now, the collection that Kid Super did with with La Vie.
His
Louis
own clothing
Vuitton.
line.
With Louis Vuitton.
Louis
Yeah.
Vuitton. Okay.
I know Pharrell. Shout out to Pharrell. He got the
Yeah, got the
director,
got the
yeah.
creative director position. But I feel like they should have gave it to Kid Super. Like
Super?
that collection was.
Can you explain me
art.
who's that? Kid
So
Super?
Kid Super is a brand.
Okay.
It's a kid. He was a white guy, and they let him do a whole collection with Louis Vuitton, almost like a collabo, like a LV Supreme.
Yeah.
But Kid Super, he's like a high end underground. He's like Virgil before Virgil,
Okay.
like that kind of vibe, right? But those pieces is art. Shout out to you. You did that. You did that, Kid Super. You did that.
And that's your favorite. Okay.
Right now.
Right now, current,
So
yeah.
that changes.
That was the dopest collection I've seen in a
Yeah,
long
that
time.
changes.
Virgil, when he died, rest in peace, I feel like
Yeah.
he took a piece of fashion with him.
I'm gonna ask him a question. He's probably gonna not want to answer. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
Balenciaga.
Well, you,
I was a Balenciaga fan, but I'm a kid
Kid
fan.
fan, yeah.
I'm a kid fan. Like, I have kids. Anybody that knows me, I don't play with my children.
Facts.
Like, I don't play about them. I don't even want to talk about what I'll do for them.
Facts.
So when that whole thing happened, I was so disappointed. I was mortified. I fucking gave away all my shit and burned the other half of Balenciaga.
What made it worse was they try to put the blame on another
On the other company
like
that
the
was
company that
supposetly set up the whole
set up the photo shoot. So
There's a lot of conspiracy
a
about
part,
that. But
what I'm saying, a part of not taking ownership of it and apologizing and trying to do right by it, it's just like
You don't want to get more mad.
No, hold on.
Push it
Let me
away.
add to that because they did take. So they put a lawsuit against the photographer and the agency.
Whatever, yeah.
And then they took it back.
Because they were getting flame.
They took it
Yeah,
back.
they was getting a lot of backlash because of that.
And then now they're doing like they're investing in kids, whatever.
Oh, that's new information that.
But you know what's crazy though? Where I'm more mad
Save the children
is that
or
people
whatever.
have like fish memory. You know, the people were mad for like a week or two, right?
Yeah,
But then I see people still wearing a Balenciaga. We got our boy that we use Balenciaga shoes.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind. So for
Some
me, it's
people
kind of
don't
like.
care.
but
Is that some
some-
people don't care?
Or they're not knowledgeable of it.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what actually happened.
Right.
Yeah, there's some people who just wear it because is Balenciaga is expensive. It looks fly. I'm gonna get it, but they probably don't even know what
what
happened.
happened? It's true.
Yeah.
Shout out Balenciaga to me is a let me push the limit brand. Like they'll do the craziest shit to see. It's almost like let me spoof y'all.
Yeah.
Let me see if y'all will buy this.
Yeah, let me see if y'all gonna a garbage bag as
You
a
saw
purse.
that?
Like
As a purse.
they do,
Yeah,
but they do a lot of that. But they're master at marketing because you go there or you seen it because of they're trending because it's dumb shit.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, they got all this other shit that I could buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One trend that's coming out right now. Do you like it? The Smurf boots. Like
The
there's a-
Smurf?
there's like
Oh,
a boots
that
that are
big-
red
oh,
that
the
look like
big
Smurf
red
boots.
The
No,
big
you're,
red
you're
boots.
talking about
What's the name of that called? What's the name of
the
that?
Astro Boys.
Astro
Yes,
Boy,
yes,
the
yes.
mischief.
You like those?
I will wear those.
You copying those?
I'm not copping them, but I wear them. Nah, I'm not gonna. You know what? I will. If I wear them, I'm killing them shits.
Oh, that.
I'm killing them shits.
What will be your style in your head right now? What will be your style? Like you have
Hold
the
on,
boots
before
on.
he answers that, one thing that I did see on the internet about that was the person who actually designed it, the way he rocks it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad how
I
he
saw a
rocks it.
person. I saw a person.
But the way that the rappers are rocking it and everybody else, that's not how it was meant for it to be rocked. But like he said, everyone has their own,
Like colors and whatever.
no, like their own way of wearing stuff. Like
Their own style.
yeah, their own style. So yeah.
How will you wear it though?
I don't know. I have that in front
You
of
have
me.
to front of it and
Yo, I
stuff.
have a question. How long does it take you to get ready?
Oh no, I don't. Dressing to me is second nature now. Like it's just like
Everything is fly.
No. So I think about it. Depends on my day, right? So like I'm going to the podcast today. All right, let me just get dressed now because I'm gonna be outside all day. But technically, it depends on my day. Like me, I've been wearing my favorite all week. Like now, that's kind of because it's comfortable. It's solid. I'm a little older. But if I'm gonna go out or I'm gonna be fresh, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take this Be Rich shit that hasn't dropped yet. You know, and I'll get fly. Like
So in all these years that you be selling clothing, right, for your clothing brand, you had crazy clients, right? Like any story that you have with a crazy client, like
With a big name client.
not
That's
No,
a
it
like
has
a
to
big
have
name.
been there. You
Like
didn't have to
what
name
happened?
nobody.
Like a
You just
crazy
had-
story.
Like a
you were
story
trying
with
to
a
make a
client.
sale. He
Didn't go through?
Didn't go through, or
so, I've never focused on selling to anybody in particular.
yeah, only stores, right?
Right, but Coscuyuela.
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 Shout out to
Coscuyu-
you because you
La
that
bestia.
nigga. You that nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's that nigga. Coscuyuela.
Coscuyuela.
Él entiende.
Yeah.
He sabe. He knows.
You know it's love.
Yeah.
So I had a time where all the Boricuas were showing me love.
Yeah.
Like all the Boricuas, Arcángel, Farruko, him, Anuel, Ozuna, when they were coming out. Like when these Ozuna and Anuel came out, like they're like, be rich. Like I need to wear that. Like that's their LV.
Oh, wow.
You know, like usually when artists are starting, my brand is their starter brand. Like I got a little money, this is what I'm gonna buy.
Yeah.
Then when they get more money, obviously that they go crazy,
Oh,
Dior,
yeah.
this, da-da-da, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's their beginner brand. Like this is that fly shit that I could wear on stage. That if I get called, they're gonna take pictures, it's gonna look
Yeah.
good, and it's not that expensive.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what was that Coscuyuela did?
So he loved it. He loved it so much that he called and he was like, "Here's my credit card. Whenever a collection drops, charge my card, ship me everything."
That's
For
crazy.
like months.
That's love.
That's love.
Just new collection, charge my card, ship me my shit.
El diablo, bro. Y yo peleando por que cupón y vaina.
Ahora que estamos así, ¿no?
Yo, don't
Wow.
hold on. First of all, nah. I'm not gonna let you put this out there like that. Don't listen to this guy.
That nigga stupid.
This guy is stupid.
No te llevo de eso, no te llevo.
Later, I'm gonna tell you what this motherfucker does.
I want in. I want in. What you need? You need investments or how we multiply whatever you're doing?
I was looking at your business in the little thing, you know what I'm saying?
I got a whole
Are you
business.
into, I'm going to ask you, are you in the cannabis business?
Yes, but not directly through me. It's through my little brother and my little cousin. They started a brand, and I jumped in with them. I was like, "Oh, this is what y'all love to do. I got y'all. Like, let's do it. Let's blow this shit up."
The reason I'm asking is because I was really, obviously people always want to try to jump in. And there was law issues because it's per state. Right? So in New York you can sell, probably in Cali you can sell, but in the middle of the states, it still haven't been approved. Have you gotten issues in the cannabis business because of that? Because I know, before you interrupt, I know, I forgot his name, the owner of Dallas Mavericks.
Mark Cuban.
He tried to jump in the business, and that's the reason he stopped. I think it was Mark Cuban or Brazilian. What's the name of the other guy?
Dan Bilzerian?
One of those two. That basically, he dropped the business because of the law restriction of traveling, you know, the weed business between states, because in between states, they didn't have it approved.
Right.
So he was losing money. So I'm asking, like, if you jump into that, you know.
So for me, it's not that deep, right?
Okay.
I'm not crossing lines. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not crossing state lines and none of that. It's more like we're starting the brand, we're getting the name out there, and it's a local operation.
Currently, okay.
Right. So it's simple. It's making money, but it's a simple operation. Like we have a spot downtown, a lounge type thing. You go there, you chill.
Yeah, have told me.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about those
I'll
things.
be honest,
So,
I swear I'd be a weak guy. I slept.
You did what?
So I went to Jamaica. You remember, my boy? You remember?
Yeah,
I went to Jamaica, man. You know, I don't smoke weed. Right? I'm Dominican. I barely smoke hookah. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know, I'm gonna try weed, because why not, right? I'm in Jamaica. I remember I copped like, I don't know what the heck I smoked. She just gave me that. I was like, all right, babe. I'm a professional. I'm not even covering anything. Literally, bro, like 10 minutes, I'm in the buffet like this.
Jamaican
I heard
weed.
Jamaican weed is whack.
I don't know, bro. I'm not a
I
smoker.
think
not a
the
smoker,
one.
so-
I think the one that we got was trash. I think it was.
Bro, I don't know what it was. I slept
don't
for 10
smoke
hours.
it. Nothing was
So
trash.
I've never smoked weed in my life. I never even smoked hookah in my life.
Oh, good.
Oh, so you're not a smoker at all?
Yeah, I don't smoke cigarettes.
Not a
cigars,
drinker either,
nothing.
right?
I'm not a drinker either.
Always been like that.
No. No.
Something happened?
No. I've never smoked nothing in my life. Nothing.
Okay.
Drinking, I was young. I used to drink. We used to party.
Yeah.
Crackers, we did everything. But one day in DR, I got so drunk, I blacked out. And I don't know if I ever told the story, but the reason I don't drink no more is because one of my friends, I had flown out to DR, and I had a female friend. She was really my friend. And she flew out there with us. It was a whole bunch of us. We was in Santiago, and we was drinking. And the next day, I wake up, in a
La cabaña.
Una cabaña.
Yeah.
I was girls, this, that. I see over there, but we ain't sleep together, nothing. But that was my friend, right? So I'm like, hangover next day, and one of my boys like, yo, you said I'm sorry, you apologized to Fulanita? I was like, for what? He's like, yo, tú le faltas de respeto.
Okay.
I was like, yo le falta de respeto, ¿cómo así? He's like, yeah, man, hay que hablar con ella. Like, yo, what? I don't remember nothing. I'm like, pero ¿qué yo hice? What did I do? And she's like, yo, tú lo estabas vendiendo aquí. Like, you telling everybody, oh, you want to fuck? Oh, you what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck? Yo, she'll give it up.
Yeah, she'll give it. Oh, damn.
That's the type of shit that I be doing. That's why.
That's what you had something.
That's why I have to stop.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something. If you don't know me, I'm one of the purest hearts.
Yeah.
Like I don't play like I don't play like that. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person. Yo cuido la gente around me. Yo cuido sus sentimientos. Like this is the type of person I am. So when I realized, I went to her. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from. I don't remember nothing. She was like, no, you was drunk. Don't worry about it. I said, no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I think
like-
I almost cried.
Yeah.
I was in my feelings about it. Like, I don't ever want you to think I think about you like that.
Yeah.
I don't. So that hurt me so much myself that I said, I'm never drinking again. That's it. Never drunk again.
Well, how old were you at the time?
I was like 20, 21,
21?
19. I don't know.
Because I've been there, you know, I don't drink that much anymore. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, I need to stop. I get too much confidence. It's like it's a confidence, bro.
Booster.
Like I don't know what it is.
Yo, he
bro.
be twerking in a club like.
But he don't. He
No, you been twerking your ass out, you know.
But
now you want to put
the
things.
Bro,
drug-
we went play off with this guy was like doing like this.
hey,
I'm like,
hey,
yo.
Lying.
But the way he gets drunk is not like to be aggressive. He gets drunk and he like trying to talk to every girl.
Yeah, I attack.
Yeah.
I attack. But let's get to a little bit crazy now because I want to know actually this answer for you. In which side you stand on? Adidas or Kanye West?
Kanye West.
Why?
Bro, Yeezy literally made sneakers fun again.
Yep.
Like he don't even get credit for. Like ones, like Jordan 1s is Jordan 1s, right?
Facts.
Like, everybody knows Jordan 1. Ooh.
You took us out. He took us out of there.
Yes, but you know what's so crazy? Jordan 1s, and this is my opinion. My opinion doesn't mean I'm right or wrong.
No, yeah, of course.
He made Jordan 1s popping again. Because, like, Jordans has always been it, right? But you had all these other Jordans, right? Like, Jordans
3,
is
4,
always,
7,
whatever, every Jordan,
11s,
right?
yeah.
Fuck it. I only had one Jordan pair in my life when I was in 9th grade. But, so I've never been a Jordan fanatic, right? I've been a Jordan fanatic of the person, not of the sneaker.
Okay.
So, the love that Kanye was giving Jordan 1s is what made Jordan 1s go crazy again. You don't know that all the other Jordans are not as relevant as Jordan 1s anymore?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
But nobody gives Kanye credit for kind of making Jordan 1s the it Jordan.
True.
I can see that. I
didn't see that side, like
He
that
did it with
perspective.
I don't remember the guy because I know him and another guy collabed that he made snapbacks.
You talking about
Damn, what's his name?
one of his best friends from
That's when they started wearing it with the snapback. Damn, what's the name?
damn, I can't believe I forgot his name right now.
But we're talking about what Kanye West had, like a guy that makes.
He's talking about the ones that they had the crocodile.
Yeah,
braids
yeah,
and
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
okay, yeah.
That they started like doing hats, wearing
was
the
Kanye?
snapback. Yeah, him and Kanye started wearing ones too.
It was his best friend. Like it was. So Kanye always had a team. It was Virgil.
Yeah.
they were talking about a few of them. Bentley first. A few of them.
Yeah.
So Taz. So they would go out, get dressed, get fly. So each one did something. The person he's talking about, he did like the snapbacks. Damn, I forgot
He
the
put
name.
snake skin,
Snake skin and all that.
Like all of that, yeah.
Quick story. One time I was in Cuba.
Okay, let's see that.
I was in Cuba, and we were supposed to go to this spot, and the main bus left us. So I ended up going in this like little town bus, right? Que te lleva pa'l sitio.
Yeah.
And I ended up sitting back with the marketing director of social media of Nike
In Cuba.
in Cuba in the bus. He's there with his peoples. I'm there with my peoples, and we talking, right? So we got like a 2-hour ride, and we just like, at first he didn't really want to tell me who he was, but then he got comfortable. He was like, yeah, I'm the social media director of Nike. I'm like, word, and Nike, yo, look how crazy the world is. Da-da. So we talking podcast vibes, like we just vibing, and I'm like, yo, what's Nike's biggest regret? He's like, I'm gonna keep it 100, not giving Kanye that deal.
Oh, you're right, because there was a competition.
He had the
right.
Red Octobers here. He had the Red October.
That's why he was screaming
yeah.
like, "Why Nike?" Like that's when he was screaming that.
The thing is that Nike didn't want to give him what Kanye wanted, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
because
Yeah.
Nike felt like we Nike. They didn't want to do Jordan again,
Correct, yeah.
right? Like they didn't want to.
Yeah.
They don't want to create a thing, a brand per se. So when he did the Adidas and Adidas became so big, they started competing with Nike numbers. That was one of the biggest regret. But if you notice, what they did was the way to compete with that is they gave everybody around Kanye a deal. They gave Drake, they gave Virgil, they gave anybody that was next to Kanye, they gave him collabos, and that's why
Pharrell
Virgil,
too, yeah.
everybody. So that Virgil is what brought Nike back to the helms that it.
Well, he did, yeah. He
You know what
actually
I'm saying?
did.
So
So you say you stand with Kanye, right?
yeah.
But it's like, to me, it's like, I think they signed right now. From what I read, I think they signing him back, right?
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like
It's not the same, bro.
it's gonna be the same.
Yeah,
it's
it is gonna be
it's
the-
Kanye,
it's
bro.
Kanye,
It's
it's Kanye.
Kanye,
No,
bro.
what I mean the same is like I don't think Kanye's gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see. how
Right
that
now,
plays
he could say whatever, and they gonna do it. I think he can ask for whatever right now,
Yeah.
because they lost a lot of millions. But going back to the topic is,
Hold on, before you go, remember what I told you that podcast that they're gonna release sneakers that look like this, but it's not gonna have
They try to pull it off. They
there's
they're
not
not selling. They're not
selling.
selling. They're not selling.
out. Yeah, a lot of
So
inventory.
they actually pull it out for selling.
yeah,
It's been selling.
yeah, they've been. You remember the big Yeezys, the lo grande.
Claro,
I forgot
yeah.
what the numbers are. They put those out, but just says Adidas on it.
And nobody's buying that.
No, nobody bought. You could
Yeah.
go online right now. It's still
Damn,
there.
You can
bro.
buy them. Well, going back,
They lost mad bread.
So to answer your original question, which was who I stand on Kanye, because the thing about Kanye is that he made sneakers exciting again, and to me at least, and he just innovated. He brung things that I didn't even think I was gonna rock Yeezys or
Yeah.
things like that. Like he made it cool to be different, right? So even if he commercialized it and becomes huge, but he made it cool to be different. Like everybody just don't gotta rock Jordans and Nikes.
That's true though.
Yeah.
Because before that, everybody was, if you're not J's, you ain't nobody.
Jays and
Air Maxes.
Air Maxes.
Pero los gringos como
I
que-
like that New Balance is coming back
And Air
too.
Force
Balance is on
Yo,
fire.
It's fire.
oh yeah.
Balance is on fire right now.
Yeah.
You like that trend?
I like
Of,
New
of,
Balance.
of, of old school clothes coming back to the modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Quick question. You rock questions or
Do I rock questions?
yeah,
What's questions?
the Iversons?
Did I ever rock them?
Did you ever rock them?
I had a pair. Yeah.
You had a pair?
I had a pair. Yeah. When I was young, I used to get all those sneakers, but
You know what the best sneakers I had? The Shaqs.
the Shaqs.
I bought that en Payle, bro. Y lo pasan todo domingo con unos pantaloncitos apretados. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I saw I was rocking that shit with a button down shirt.
Favorite designers for you?
Yeah, we already asked him.
He said it.
Well, Kid Super the Kid Super LV collection was fire. As far as in general, Virgil, rest in peace. Kid Super is fire.
A mental note of all these names you're saying, because I'm not a big fashion guy. You know, I like wearing. See, I'm wearing all black. I wear all black, like I'm chilling. So I'm taking notes of all these fashion guys so that I could update my wardrobe a little bit.
Yeah, no, I like a lot of people, but you know what? It's to me, it's not about designer. To me, it's about pieces. Like because I know what it takes to make a brand, what it take a brand or to create a style or anything. So for me, it's not about this designer. It's more about shit, he did that. Right? It could be a leather jacket. It could be socks. It could be a T-shirt. Whatever it is. But when they put in this work, I'm like, oof, you killed that.
Yeah, he put it together nice.
That's what I'm into. I'm not into.
Will you ever
designers
be
per se.
like a stylist, like a style, like a?
I've done that, but like my little brother, Rock, shout out to Rock, he's a stylist. He's always done it. So when people used to always ask me like, "Oh, can you come style me?" I'll just be like, "Here's my brother's number,"
Hey,
and he'll take care of you. So my brother has styled pila de artists, videos that you've seen, all that. He's did all that, but so I kind of just left that for him. That's his thing. He likes it. I don't really care too much about that.
One more question though, from my side. What do you think about Mark B designing expertise? You know Mark B, right?
Mark B, the Out of Focus artist.
Yeah.
What about him?
About his old branding, clothing, like the way that he actually dressed and stuff like that.
So Mark B is dope in the sense that he's just kind of inspired. He's a Dominican nigga that is kind of like dressing like a New York nigga.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But he's extremely big in that world back home. So I'm asking like,
Back in the yard.
yeah, but you from here, like, you know, he dressed like he's like a regular guy. Not a regular guy, but you know, like a guy.
Yeah, no, it's official because he's like the one.
He will be fly here.
He would be fly here. Like he's super fly over there.
He will be fly
Because
here.
he's
Extremely fly.
Yeah, but again, it's all about taste. It's all about, are you into that? You know, who's into that? You know what I'm saying? So he's fly. He's dope.
All right,
He's
cool.
fly. Like the thing about artists is they rock clothes. There's fly and then there's money, right? Like
Yeah.
shout out to Alpha, right?
I
But
knew you
like
were gonna say that, yeah.
Alpha just rocks expensive shit.
Expensive shit, yeah.
It can look cool when he wears it. I'm not saying it don't look good at all, but it's not like he's looking for pieces,
You're looking for how much expensive it is.
right?
It's like Mayweather too. Mayweather's like that. He just get the most expensive shit. and
Yeah.
puts it on.
you're not looking for pieces. To me, fly is like you rocked a real special LV coat with $30 jeans that are super fly with some dope ass New Balances and this exclusive ass hat. Like you put it together.
So
That's
basically,
fly.
like, there's people that be like, "Oh, I wouldn't rock that because it's not expensive." Like, you're not like that. You rather like something that you really like and you think is fly
He
regardless
like
of
the
the
design.
price.
He like the
Yeah,
design.
Yeah.
no, like I would rock anything that's super expensive, like anything that's cheap. As long as I fuck with it,
Yeah.
I'm already thinking like, oh, I'm gonna kill that.
But you know, I agree with you at some point, but this is my pushback.
Yeah, push back.
You saw the Payless commercial?
Walk Payless commercial.
So Payless took her own
Payless.
store.
Take
and
what?
Payless, the company, took his own store or their store and changed the name to something Italian.
Yeah.
And sold the same
trip.
clothes at 20 times the price, and people used to go
see
in.
that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Like that kind of like,
That proves my point.
in what sense?
That it's not about the money. It's
Yeah,
about
but
how
most
dope
people
it is.
are like that though. Most people care about how much expensive it is.
So
Like 90% of people.
the alphas
business.
of the world, right? The
Yeah.
alphas of the world.
It's business, right?
Like, all right, this is expensive and I don't even care how this looks. This is expensive. So they wear it for notoriety.
Yeah, that's a great word.
Notoriety.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Yo soy enredado alguna
No,
vez.
yo sé. Dale.
But so you know, you see me rocking Dior, you're like, oh, el tigre tiene
Está
Dior.
forrado.
él lo gastó. But that's just spending money. Are you getting fly? Are you getting fly?
Yeah, I rock with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Dior doesn't drop, you might not be fly.
That's the name of the pod. Are you getting fly? That's the name of the
My
pod.
man Fausto, you heard?
What do you recommend for people that not fly like me?
Some tips.
Some tips.
yeah,
be honest. Be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Yo, wait. Let me
That's
send
a good question.
What he could have done better.
Everything. Sorry to disappoint.
Yes.
Damn, I thought I was getting better and shit.
Yeah, damn. Now.
Now the other day you was
Yo, just
I
go.
was alright.
You gotta go on his IG, see what see how he rocks it.
Now go to his brand.
Nah, honestly, don't look over there. Honestly, you look good. No, be honest.
No. I told you everything.
Everything gotta change. Yeah.
Nah.
Reeboks, Nike, Tag, it's crazy.
Okay, what would I would do with that? Wait, let me see. Diablo, espérate.
And lotion, put a little lotion.
Little lotion.
Nah, es que no hay cuarto. Okay. Wait. So what socks will go with this Reebok shoes?
Reebok
Okay.
socks.
Reebok
Oh, they sell
yeah.
socks?
Hanes? Oh, nah, you really are.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Hello, white boy. Hello, white boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what he does. He's
Nah,
in the tech world. He's in the tech
you
world. He's in the
rich,
tech world.
So how can I invest?
Yo, this motherfucker in the back of the just
Coding,
like just
yeah, coding.
coding and shit. So that I get why he don't. I'm the same way too. I don't know shit.
Now you got your days though.
I'm a nerdy, so I'm like very nerdy. I don't.
This is the thing. I feel like our brains are set up that certain things work, right? So like you're coding, you're thinking about shit that I can never think about.
Yeah,
So
correct.
that portion of your brain is being used. You don't got time to get dressed. If you look at all the high rich billionaires, they wear the same shit every day.
Yeah.
Yo.
Jeans, white tee, Like even me when I'm on work mode, te lo juro, yo me pongo el mismo sweatsuit 4 days straight. I don't even change the color. I'm just take
Just
a
put it
shower,
on?
change it. I'm out. Boom, because I'm focused. I'm
Actually, that makes sense. I never thought about that. You're right. Because
But-
I never think about that at all.
you don't have. There's a bandwidth that you have.
Yeah.
There's things that your day you're already set up. Your mind is like, this is your bandwidth. So if you're thinking about what you're wearing in the morning, you're already taking a few bandwidth of memory and thinking for your day. So it makes less for other things. That
And
aren't
I work
important.
from home. I don't even have time. I work from home. I don't.
Look at that. You
Yeah.
like, I'm wearing this pajamas.
Pijamas on. ¿Qué pijama? Pues yo no sabe lo que está aquí abajo. El pantaloncillo
Also,
sentado.
one thing you would tell like a young Fausto coming up that's trying to do what you're doing now. What would you tell that young person or that young lady coming up trying to get into the world you in? What is some tips, some advice, some stuff to stay away from? What is one thing you would like tell them to do and one thing you tell them not to do?
To have a successful clothing.
Business.
Or at least be on the right track. Because not everything pans out, but at least stay on the right track.
My advice, and I'm gonna say two things. The advice is consistency. That's literally. I know it sounds cliche,
But it's true though.
But the consistency of it, right? Like if you design something, you put it out, and one person likes it, and 2 people like it,
And 10
and 4
people
people like it,
And 8, 16.
and 10 people, and then that's you got to be consistent, right? Your podcast, the first one might not go crazy.
Yep.
The third might not go
Go
crazy.
crazy.
The 60th might be your hit. Who knows? But but for you to get a 60,
You gotta do
You have
it.
to do
You gotta
60.
put in the
Yeah.
work. You gotta put in the work.
So that's the number one rule is like be consistent and believe in yourself, right? So like you gotta like it first. You gotta love it first. And there's another thing, like when you do things for money, it never works. It's like very
Yeah.
rarely. When you do things because you love it and you don't care about the money, eventually the money comes. And this is the second part. Anybody that's seeing this and reach out to me. And if you have questions, I will answer all your questions. Like
We'll put your
Oh,
Instagram.
that's
We'll
pretty
put your
cool.
Instagram down here.
That's pretty
We'll
cool.
definitely put your Instagram down here.
Yeah, I don't ever hold back information. If
Yeah.
there's things that you want to know and I have the information, I will give it to you.
That's how we
No
feel
problem.
too about
I'm
like the
gonna ping you then.
podcast and the world.
I'm gonna ping you.
You gonna what? Ping me?
Ping me. That's a tech. That's a tech talk.
Uh,
Tech world.
that's-
Ping me
that's the tech
means
world.
DM means send a message. You know.
I was
Well, you gonna ask for advice?
Yeah,
You gonna ask for advice?
Because I got ideas.
He
you know
gonna
what I'm
take
saying?
a
In the tech
picture and
world,
be
but
like-
you know he has
he-
experience in business. So
He
that's-
gonna take a picture, be like, my outfit now good.
I'm out for that.
Like the professor guy. Like the professor guy.
Not every day.
Not every day though.
Not every day. No, because if I ping it one time, it's gonna be like the whole for the whole month. You know, I'm not gonna change. Yeah, I'm not gonna change for the whole. Yo, he gave me an outfit. Like, are you think I'm gonna change? All right, man.
Nah, but yeah, anybody that sees they want to hit me up, I help people out all the time. Like,
Okay.
if you ask me a question, I'm gonna answer. I'm never gonna be that person. Oh, come on, que yo me quiero demasiado. Because when I was coming up, yo, if I had a mentor, if I had me back then, I would have been made it.
Bane made it.
Been made it. I just nobody ever helped. Like we didn't even have Google.
But someone has to pay the wage. That's all it is.
So you know.
All right, man.
All right,
One thing
man.
before we close out.
Nah, Chris, you stole my question, bro. We're gonna fight after this one. That was my last question.
I'm a beast at what I do. I'm
You know what I'm
sorry.
saying,
He's
man?
really good, man. He's really good.
Yo,
Y'all good, man. I
Thank you.
appreciate this.
Thank you for coming.
Diablo, man.
I appreciate it a
Yo,
lot.
for real. You
You
part
put-
of this
I
family
barely
now.
talk.
For real,
I
for
barely
real.
talk. I'm there typing like, all right, he said this.
What I got that I didn't know Nike and Reebok didn't go. They get against each other either. Oh man, shit.
But yeah, you're definitely part of the family now. Anytime, you're always more than welcome to come back.
Yeah, man.
Tú sabes,
And
loco, tú estás aquí con familia.
And good lucks on the podcast world.
Yeah.
Because you-
Good
you
luck
up-
with everything.
Yeah, good luck
good
with
luck
everything.
with
Yeah,
everything,
of course.
Yes.
And everybody watching this, make sure you cop V Rich. Make sure you cop
I put it right there.
Right there. It's gonna be right there.
VIE-RICHE.com.
Yeah, we're gonna tag the Instagram too from
Yeah,
V Rich.
everything's gonna be in the description. Facts.
This is my guy right here, Fausto. Thank you for coming. Like once again, I said. And this is Sorry to Disappoint. Thank you for watching.